My name is Melissa Garbuz. This month in our Devoted Together series, we are reading from the book of Mark. Today's passage comes from Mark chapter 3. There's a couple of things that I really wanted to hone in on. It begins at verse 13, where Jesus is appointing his 12 apostles. Let's read together. Jesus went up on a mountainside and called to him those he wanted, and they came to him. He appointed 12, designating them apostles, that they might be with him, and that he might send them out to preach and to have authority to drive out demons. These are the 12 he appointed: Simon, to whom he gave the name Peter, James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John. To them he gave the name Boanerges, which means sons of thunder, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, the son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. Can we just go back to sons of thunder for just a moment? Now, I need to admit, I'm sure I didn't get all of the pronunciations right. But ultimately, this specific passage brings sort of a new level of context, as well as just some of the differences amongst this group that I had never really considered before until I saw Sons of Thunder. So ultimately, I just kind of wanted to scratch at the sense of the culture of personality versus kingdom culture. I think there's so many times that I look at people who are operating, who are very, pronounced within the community of faith, and I think if I was just X, then I could do X. And I realize that I have misassigned my identity to be my personality and thinking that that is the only way in which God can use me. And I just kind of want to revisit this group of disciples here. We look at Simon Peter, the rock. My goodness, what a switch from being kind of a hot and cold guy to going to be like, this is the person I'm building my entire church on. Even looking at some of the differences in professions that we see. You have tax collectors with fishermen, and what a difference those backgrounds are. Even to the way that some of the disciples see the world. You have Thomas, who is such a literal guy, who's like, not until I see the scars in his hands. And then you have Simon, the zealot, who is just already in motion and stirring things up. And I look at this passage and I realize how many times I oftentimes cut myself short because I think I need to be something that I am not in order to serve God faithfully. And I realize that submitting my identity to God as a son and daughter of God ultimately keeps me from falling into the trap of looking at different personality quirks and thinking that would be the thing that would hold me back from serving God. And ultimately, to what end? In verse 14, he says, so that they may be with him, that they can be sent out and to operate under his authority. And that's for everyone. That's for every type of personality. That is for every type of person that is a part of the body of Christ. And so as you evaluate this passage, I guess I want us to reevaluate our sense of fit on the team. And what aspects of your personality is God waiting to use? What aspects of your personality is he wanting to completely shift around and say, you are the rock on which my church is built? I realize that the Lord wants us to be with him, and that our personalities aren't a hindrance to him being able to be close to us or being able to use us. And more importantly, your community needs you, your network, your sphere of influence, they need you. Antioch, I hope this has in some way been some level of encouragement or inspection of your personality and how it is that you see your identity and ultimately your relationship with Christ into the greater kingdom. I hope you have a wonderful week.